Hello, you lovely people. I know that I have been neglecting you horribly, and I'm really sorry about that, but we are in the final stages of our latest theatre project, and the last 2 weeks are always crazy busy. My favorite director always compares a theatre project to a pregnancy. And I mean a few weeks before giving birth to the baby, aka the play, the last 2 weeks you just don't think about anything else. And it's a lot of work. We are not professionals, we don't get paid, we do it for fun, but that also means we do all the jobs in the theatre ourselves. We build the stage, we hang the lights, we prepare the props, we do everything ourselves, and there's hardly any time left. I mean, apart from rehearsing and learning your lines, that's part of it too. So tonight is our dress rehearsal, and I thought I'd just give you a few glimpses of what we do in the theatre, all the things we have to do to make it work. Dress rehearsal starts at 7:30, but the work starts long before that. Long before that. Let me show you. It's 2 o'clock and work has already started for the day. We need a lot of food on stage, so I'm preparing these little puff pastry snacks. Just basically took some puff pastry, put on some tomato paste and some herbs, and we'll put them in the oven, and that's that. It's not fancy, but you don't know, we just need something to work with on stage. It doesn't have to be sensational, although I think this is probably not be too bad. And I also just peeled some carrots and potatoes, put some olive oil on them and some seasoned salt, and that goes in the oven as well, about half an hour. And that will be one of the courses that we serve on stage. It's 3 o'clock and the food is prepared. We have the puff pastry snacks, the vegetables, and some grapes that we have to take. We've got an hour and then we're off to the theatre. It's 4:30 and we have arrived at the theatre. This is our beautiful stage, and that's where we're gonna play. It's 5:50. We've been here for 1.5 hours, and I mostly just made sure that all the props are ready. I put all the food on the proper dishes. I had to prepare some of the food fresh right here because it didn't work otherwise. I put all the glasses on stage where they belong, just making sure that the stage is tip-top and only the things that belong there are there. And yeah, that's an important part too. So it does take some time to do that. And now it's 6, and now it's time to put on some makeup and get into costume. Costume is on. These are my own shoes. This is a dress that a friend of mine gifted me. Very grateful for that. And this here belongs to a friend of mine who's also playing in this play. So quintessentially, make sure you have good friends, because that always gives you an outfit for the stage. Be sure to put on your costume before you do your makeup, because if you just have to put something over your head, there will always be stains on your clothes. So just put it on before you do your makeup. Pro tip. Costume is on, makeup is done, hair was pretty easy this time. What you have to remember is that theatre is all smoke and mirrors, okay? Nothing else. We have these wooden constructs that you put on stage, but, well, they look like wood, obviously, so we put wallpaper on them and we stapled them to the wood, because you can't glue them, obviously, you'll never get them off, so they're always stapled. Then we had some of the people paint some pictures, kid pictures, because there are a few kids that appear in or are mentioned in the play. Then one of my friends here painted these paintings, and they are just also, they just hang from up there on a little, here on that piece of string. Ooh, there's still makeup, I need to get that off. Okay, then we've got our bar here, which is obviously only water and some juice because we cannot get drunk on stage. We also put some fabric onto this couch because the pattern was horrible. And so the stapler is your best friend. It's all just stapled here. And then we also decided to give this chair here a new cover. And if you look closely, it looks horrible. It doesn't have to look nice from close up. You know, the audience needs to think it's good. But if you look at it closely, it's really awful. But we just hide everything with a little bit of cushion. It's like with cooking, you know. If you put enough parsley on it, it looks good. And here, just put a few cushions on it. Also, that's the regular color of the thing. And also staples and a lot of glue. The flowers, obviously all fake. It's just plastic. Oh, and I personally made this curtain, which is just some red fabric that is stapled to a piece of wood up there. And you just need to give it like a few layers, and then it looks good. From afar, it looks good. Don't look too close, but from afar, that's fine. And since everything will be taken apart and dismantled at the end, it doesn't really matter. Then there are some fake flowers and some vines in front of the window. Yeah, and that's it. And by the way, we have so many props on stage. It's just background, but these puppets are mine. I bought those in India. Then there are a few books from me. Like, we all pitched in. Everybody brought a lot of stuff to the stage because it needs to look like a home. So these are my puppets, a few of my books. These are a lot of bottles that we brought. Here's my didgeridoo. And the rest is also, there is also like a big room with a lot of stuff where we can borrow stuff from. I said stuff too many times, but who cares? And here is the fabulous buffet. I don't know how many courses there are. Too many. These are like appetizers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things that I partially made myself. You saw that back home. Partially we just took stuff that was in cans and put it in little bowls because it looks good and we don't eat everything, so we mainly eat that. Then we've got some couscous salad. We've got all of the veggies that I made back home. We have some vegan meatballs and some sweets and some pita that another one of my friends here made. So this is supposed to be Moroccan food. Guys, if any one of you knows Moroccan food, I'm very, very sorry because this is not authentic Moroccan food. We just took stuff that we thought looks like it and we like it and to eat it on stage, but it's not authentic in any way. And we do not pretend that it's authentic, okay? Well, we do.
All characters do.
All the characters do pretend, but if anyone feels offended by that, I'm very sorry. We don't mean to. It's just for stage purposes. But look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm very proud of us. So this is what it looks like from backstage, just from the wings. And then when you come here, we've got this white line on the floor just to make sure that everybody knows when you cross the line, you are visible to the audience. So you don't want to do that. And then most of the evening, I'm back here with the whole script. Well, you know, I am on stage a lot, but I also get off stage a lot. I exit and get the food, which is back here, and then I go on stage again. But in between, I always have a few little breaks where I have a look at the script. Some people don't like to do that. Personally, it's like an obsession. I always need to have a look at the lines before I go on stage, as far as possible. Tell me if that's weird. I think not. It's 7:20, 10 minutes before we start. We did a little warm-up on stage, and I like to be in the wings after that. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to have my peace and quiet and maybe go through the lines, that's all. Okay, let's see how that goes. See you later. Okay, halftime, or break. The first half did go pretty well. There were a few problems with the text, nothing serious, nothing too big. Nearly all of the food is already on stage. So far, so good. Yeah, it's fun, but it's also a little exhausting. So I'll just have 5 minutes without talking to anyone. I kind of like that during the break. See you later.
Lass nicht lachen, ich habe jetzt schon tot. Was ist? Ja. Ich glaube, ich habe die Kellerschlüssel gefunden. Ah, super, danke.
I feel kind of weird talking when they are talking. Let's retreat in the shadows. Okay, that's good too. Dress rehearsal is over. It was pretty good. You have to have small accidents, otherwise it's not a dress rehearsal. So we had one of the puppets falling down on us. I slipped on some grapes lying on the floor, but nothing bad, nothing serious. It was all good. We saved it every time, and you have to have mistakes at a dress rehearsal, otherwise it's not a dress rehearsal. Now makeup is off, costume is off, and we all just like to sit a little bit on stage afterwards and just chat. We talk about what went well, what did not, maybe something we need to improve for the next time, stuff like that. And I love that bit because it's like, I love the social aspect of it. You have that project together and you spend so much time together, and then you see that project come to life, you see the results, and that's just awesome. And we all work together. We all work together, and that is such a nice experience. So I can just recommend acting for everybody. I mean, obviously you have to like it, but if you can be part of a crew like that, it's awesome. And we're back home. It's 11:15, and so we spent... How much time did we spend in theater? Like we were 6 to 7 hours we were in the theater, and about 2 hours beforehand was preparation. So yeah, it's like 8 hours, I'd say. It's quite a big chunk of the day that we always spend in the theater. And usually we would celebrate a little bit more and then maybe get back home later than that, which is why I always try to get some time off my job when I act. You can have a job and do this. I mean, you can work and do this at the same time, but it's stressful. So I always try to plan my vacation days around my theater time. Yeah, so I hope that gave you a little glimpse into my not so glamorous theater life, and maybe you understand now why I did not have any time to prepare or think about or shoot a video. But once we're done with our production, I will get back to making videos every week. Promise. Okie dokie. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe or comment. It would really help out the channel and me a lot, and I would appreciate it. See you in my next video. Bye bye.